the camera's gone.
Who the hell is it? Somebody
stole it.
Damn it, somebody stole it. Yeah, you can see it's been cut. It's been cut right here.
Somebody's coming and cut the bamboo and taken the trap.
It could mean we have a thieving problem, or it could mean that this area is being more hunted than we think it's being hunted.
Gone.
Upside down look, huh?
It's gone. The camera
They
trap
knew
is
the
gone.
combination. The game, the combinations, you know.
And that one? Gone. I can't believe this. This is stupid. Why is this happening? Why would they want to take the cameras?
Ramifications of losing these cameras, there's a lot of ramifications. In terms of data, it's a major loss. It takes an incredible amount of planning and time and effort to even get to do an area like this. This area was chosen for its remoteness. The fact that it's quite obvious that these cameras are being both stolen and vandalized is very bad. I've never seen this in my 20-plus years in the field.
It looks like somebody's come along in front of the camera, taken a picture of themselves. They didn't want that to happen. So they tried to take the camera. They tried to slash the lock, but the lock has got a steel cable on it, and they couldn't take it off. So instead of taking it off, they tried to destroy the picture, destroyed the film. So they've got a knife, and they've just slammed the knife into the top of the camera.
It doesn't surprise me that people are anywhere anymore in this world. I'd be more surprised if we found a spot where there really weren't any people penetrating there.
It's a male.
It's a male. It's a young male. Looks like 2 years old. A lot of people ask me why I do the work I do. There's a lot of reasons. But basically, I'm just tired of watching animals die.
The fishermen from a village next to the park may have information on just how much hunting is going on.
So now there are fewer tigers than before because there are more people here and the tigers are found further into the forest.
Ask him about snares.
แล้วลุงรู้จักคนที่ขึ้นไปหาสัตว์ดักสัตว์ไหมครับ ไม่มี
Says that they don't use snares, that they don't hunt, that there's no hunting. It's probably the truth is somewhere a little probably in between.
Rabinowitz's team has retrieved only 3 cameras out of 10. The expedition could be a failure unless the other teams have better luck. The journey ends at the village of Bongluk, a settlement of 70 families near the park border. If there's anything more to learn, the local headman will know it.
Ask him if he's ever seen this animal. Does he know what this animal is?
รู้จักค่อยมีไหมครับที่
ตะกอนนี่มี
ตะกอนนี่มี
ตะกอนนี่มีแล้วเหลือไอ้พวกพราหมณ์หลายคนหลายพรานนี่เขาไล่ไปไล่มายีไปยีมาหมดเชื่อเลย
Oh, okay. So there used to be rhinos here, but hunters have wiped them out.
ว่าประมาณนู่น
ฝั่งพม่า
แต่เขาชื่อ
ใต้เขา
เขาบอกว่า
There's no doubt that the major cause of extinction on a global level is human-related. Everything from clear-cutting forests to removing intact habitats to just desecrating them, changing them.
Habitat destruction is now the #1 cause of extinction. People spreading out, or just trying to survive in a world where most of the habitable land is already occupied. There's nothing to do now but wait to hear from the other teams and hope for the best. Thailand isn't alone. Hawaii is another once isolated place. For centuries, it's had to battle the number 2 cause of extinction: biological invaders, foreign species that can overwhelm native life. Born of lava from undersea volcanoes, the Hawaiian Islands were barren at first, and every species was an invader. The ocean swept in life. Spiders lifted into the air by their own webs were carried here. Birds arrived on the back of storms, carrying animal hitchhikers and the seeds of plants. Thousands of visitors made it by sea or by air and evolved into species that were found nowhere else on Earth. With little competition and few predators, they had found a paradise. But now the paradise is under siege. Paleoecologist David Burney, here with his son, is exploring the Hawaiian island of Kauai to better understand what happened after the Polynesians arrived around 600 AD.
I'm trying to find sites that really give a general picture of what the whole landscape was like, where you have a record of plants and animals and human activity and everything that you could possibly reconstruct about the whole landscape. What I call my poor man's time machine.
The time machine is a sinkhole where mud and water have preserved 10,000 years of Hawaiian evolution. With 2 small generators and hoses, Burney drains it every day.
I like to think of it as sort of like trying to open a window into the past, downward into the past. In order to get all of these different kinds of fossils that would give you details of nearly everything that was there, we often recover a very large amount of very well-preserved material, including, in this case, for instance, bones of a number of birds and snails, possibly even a few plants that were unknown to science.
It's a tedious, messy job, but the mud preserves the evidence perfectly. In a given day, Burney carries 1,000 pounds of sediment out of the sinkhole. Volunteers then wash, screen, and pick through it for fossils and artifacts.
As soon as the Polynesians get here, we see evidence in the sediments for big changes.
That's because the Polynesians didn't come alone. They brought with them biological invaders, plants, dogs, pigs, rats, new predators that fed on and displaced Hawaii's native species.
Ah, there's one of our culprits. Jawbone of the Pacific rat, probably about 1,000 years old. Once we start finding these, a lot of the native species start rapidly disappearing.
The sediment tells the tale.
Over the ensuing 1,000 years or so, the human population grows. You know, at first we were talking about a relatively small number of people who came in outrigger canoes. Couldn't have been that many. But over time, the population on this island in prehistoric times built up to probably something like the population of the island today. There were a lot of people here. People have a big job transforming the landscape, cutting down trees, burning off the grasslands and the brushlands. And as a result of these impacts, then smaller creatures began to go extinct. At the time that Captain Cook arrived, the wave of biological invasions really crest. Suddenly there are all these goat bones and goat teeth in that layer. Suddenly there's a lot fewer birds and trees around. The Polynesians brought only a small number of species with them. Europeans have brought hundreds and hundreds of species. We're now to the point where there are about 1,000 native species of plants in the Hawaiian Islands and over 1,000 naturalized invasive species, things that have been introduced by people. The evolution has now entered a new mode. Something new altogether is happening, and it